You're listening to the April 24th, 2022 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Here we are again then. Hello and welcome to this space. A question. Is ignorance bliss or just plain stupidity?
Welcome to one, welcome to all. For it is always with much delight we enter into these communications, in order to uplift the vibration of those who join us, which in turn lifts the vibration of the whole. Dearest Blossom, might we suggest that it is a matter of balance? Indeed, to pretend that your world is nothing but light-filled, infused, would not be a correct assumption. And yet, which world would you choose to be involved in? If you are to indulge in rabbit holes that one cannot be sure of as truth, then what service are you offering to your brothers and sisters, and indeed your planet? Yet, if you are to pretend that your world is indeed light-infused, and only light-infused, then such honored service you are rendering.
Yes, I understand why we've been asked to indulge in that which brings us joy and laughter. And yet, should we not know of the darker goings-on, so that once absorbed and released, we can assist others when they find out such atrocities? Yet, to do so means going down some nasty rabbit holes, which does not uplift the soul. Hence my question. I mean, will the truth ever come out?
Oh, indeed, Blossom. It has to.
So ignorance is not bliss, really. And yet sometimes I think how much easier this all may appear to the heart if I was still snoring away, not being baffled by that which has come to light, and not thinking, what the dickens is going on? The more that's coming out, the more one finds it unbelievable. And yet here we are trying to find joy and peace amongst the chaos.
Which is precisely what you came here to do. And so many of you are doing it so well.
Yet everything is so controlled. We're so manipulated by outside forces, much of which we cannot control. And so we sit and discuss the puppetry of our lives and say 1,000 times, who knows? Do you?
Know what?
The answers.
To what questions?
The ones about where the planet is heading.
Yes, we do. As do you, as do many. Your planet is heading into a brighter, higher vibrational frequency that transforms your world from that which you know it to be now into one of such beauty and delight.
I guess I should have asked what was to happen before we get to that bit. My thoughts are that until the MSN and major control of everything is taken over by the goodies, nothing will really get going. We need everyone to wake up to the lies, and they won't until the MSM is revealed for what it is.
And this shall take place, Blossom. This we promise you. Your frustration is in the waiting, is it not?
The waiting for the world to change? Yes. The let's get on with it? Yes. The something actually taking place when it says it's going to? Yes. And yet, those more patient and enlightened than I would be telling me it's all getting closer to happening. So much going on behind the scenes, etc. This is as may be. Yet that which we hear isn't necessarily true. How many times can a celebrity, a leading politician, or ruling monarch indeed, be executed before they're actually dead? The things that are circulating once again I've heard time after time, year after year, and yet the newbies get so excited with such news, expecting this and that to happen any minute. whilst us oldies have been there, done that, heard it all before. Hark at me go today, moaning Minnie the Third. Yet sometimes, guys, I feel you need to know and understand our frustration. I will try and zip it now and let you get a word in edgeways.
Many thanks. We realize that you speak for many, Blossom. We realize, too, that to embrace your honesty within the self is a good thing. Know that you are beings of great light. Yet accept also the energy in that which surrounds you, the density of the entire planet, and the low vibration that has circulated for eons. Not only are you living within that, one must add to the continued trials of chemical warfare upon your physical and mental welfare. We wonder how you manage to smile at all amongst this. Yet, you do. Not only do you smile, you laugh. You offer kindness. You love. You appreciate. You give gratitude. You assist those in need. You offer tenderness. You offer gifts from the heart. We could go on and on. Yet you understand that which we mention. Throughout all the darkness, you, precious ones, are the light that shows the way. Look at your sturdiness. Look at the difference you are making.
Yet are we?
You know you are. Imagine for a moment if the devices that one, many, tend to be glued to were only able to show good news. Imagine bad, negative, harmful, dark news to be banned. Imagine if only truth could be broadcast.
Exactly my point, yet it isn't this way.
Imagine if it was. Indulge with us for a moment, Blossom. If only the good and the light, bright truth was to be told on all media, there would be no question of the difference one is making. For all around, over your planet, there are pockets of the brightest waves of energy that ripple out and touch the darkest corners. By each one of you that are aware of your strength and light, continuing to spread joy and laughter, you are making a difference. You are changing the vibration of your world. Rise above that which you become aware of. We go back to remind you of that which many of you find difficult to accept. This is just a game.
I would feel more comfortable if you hadn't said just.
This is a game. A game that you entered into willingly.
Did we, though? Seriously, not all would agree.
Do you agree, Blossom?
Yes, although as I've said many times, I must have had one too many sherries with the vicar when I signed on the dotted line.
Keep in mind, dearest souls, most of you, the ancient souls amongst you, have been on many a crusade upon your planet, knowing before you entered in that the going would be tough, and yet you felt it a worthy cause.
Yet many of us also must have come in to be on the baddie side at times.
Yet the baddies, as you call them, Blossom, were fighting for their truth at the time.
You see, there you have it. It's all about war. Fighting, killing, greed throughout history. Not that we know the truth about that either. Why did this game even start? I wouldn't recommend one skipping off to buy it with your pocket money.
The game didn't start, Blossom. It evolved.
It must have started somewhere.
A seed doesn't start. It is, and blossoms through different stages into what it is to become. Many find it difficult to accept that your planet is one of free will.
Yes, we've spoken of this also. Is it free will? Doesn't feel like it these days.
Yet, it is that you have free will. You have the choice to respond in ways of light or dark, positively or negatively, to that which is being presented. Of course, not everyone makes the same choices. Yet, it is not for you to be disturbed by the choices of others. It is for you to stand and remain strong in the choices you have decided to partake in. How you choose to be affected by anything is your free will. We understand that it is difficult to understand the game and the players.
And I believe that many moons ago you said that there were no rules.
This is correct. Yet there is universal law.
Does that not have rules? Is universal law not included in this game? You know, to be honest, I'm not in the mood to enter into that right now. Too taxing for the brain, methinks. Yet I think it can be looked up in the topics of interest on my site.
Blossom and all, we appreciate that you are tired. Tired in energy and tired of waiting and tired of the fight. Some would not agree on the word fight. Yet we would say that which you are experiencing is indeed a battle between light and dark. We have expressed many times, the light has already won. Know this deep within. Do not take that with a pinch of salt and hope or think perhaps that is the case. It is the case. The light has won. When you accept this knowing, then freedom settles within your soul. When you accept this knowing, then there will be nothing to be concerned about. When you accept this knowing, then there is only the continued sending of light from your heart to the world to focus upon. The divine plan is unfolding. It is your choice to put your full trust into that knowing. Should you choose to do so, one's demeanor immediately becomes brighter. One's heaviness of heart is instantly lifted. And should you choose to remain in that knowing, thy will be done.
Thanks, shipmates. In gratitude, in loving service, I am moaning Minnie the Third.